Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some Dwarf Fortress. This is, I believe, part 13 of our Fated Swords series. As we get into our fort, we're going to continue and hopefully get it so we can set up a couple different places in case huge certain monsters come and attack. And I'll show you what I did in between each episode, or in between this episode. Let me zoom out here. So one of the things, if you come down here to the cavern level, sorry about that, you can see this kind of convoluted kind of area over here. I got this set up because forgotten beasts can be very dangerous to your forts. And one of the things I want to be able to have access to is the cavern levels. And if we get a forgotten beast that seems to be kind of a tank that's just something I don't want to deal with or I don't want my dwarves dying to, well, we've got this set up over here. So what I'm going to have here is we're going to have a series of bridges throughout this, and you'll see it later on once we get that set up, but it'll get it so that we can direct the forgotten beast through each of these little chambers, and as they're going through, I'll have some bridges set up, and I'll be able to close off these bridges. So once they're in this, I'll have it close off this back bridge, and then I'll have them close off this front bridge, and now I've effectively locked them into this area. And I got that for four in total. If I need to, I can create some more down here, but this should be able to at least hopefully capture 4 different forgotten beasts, and that'll allow us to fully have access to the cavern level. And I know sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt with these guys, and I just want to be able to, like I said, make an impenetrable fortress. And doing something cheesy like this, hey, you don't have to do this. You can have it so that your dwarves, when something like that comes in, lock up that bridge and just never go into the cavern. Or you can have it so that your dwarves come down here and they try to fight it off. Either way works. Whichever one you want to do to kind of further the story of your own fortress. But this I wanted to showcase so that for those that don't want to have to deal with some of that and kind of want to be able to live a little bit easier lives, trying to make it easy for y'all. But like I said, with fortresses, it's the story that you create. One other thing I wanted to do was I wanted to move this wall just a little hair up. That way I can see them as they come around this wall. Give myself just a hair bit longer in case something comes and attacks. Whoops. I've got just a little bit more extra time before they actually make it down here. Give me that time to close out these bridges. And I did the same over here. I kind of created these walls so that they're forced to come up here instead of popping out right here. Give me that extra bit of time. And now we're actually going to let it play. One of the things at the very last episode, at the very end, we had a dwarf start a mysterious construction at the metal forge using electrum bars. So that'll be interesting what he makes. Hopefully it's something cool like, I don't know, electrum sword or giant electrum warhammer or like an electrum body breastplate that I can put onto my militia commander, and that'd be a really cool aspect to have him, my main commander of my armies, wearing a electrum like piece of armor or having him wield an electrum weapon. I also, you can see here, load ballista. Now down here, we've got our ballista. Oh, made an electrum bracelet. I was hoping for a weapon, but that's unfortunate that I got a bracelet. I mean, it's not the worst thing because it still adds a significant amount of value to your fortress. And now that we're kind of got a pretty good setup as far as our defense goes, it'll give us that extra bit of time, or it'll kind of incentivize certain civilizations to attack, and I can showcase the defenses of this fortress. But we'll hit OK here. We got that Electrum bracelet, and I might put it on display some more. Or what I can do, you know what, Miss Mayor person, you can have that Electrum bracelet. That's $8,000 worth of value. That is really good. And later on, I can come back and mirror like, I don't want you to use it. But for now, you got that. So that is really cool. Oh, she claims it as a family heirloom. Ooh, let me undo that. So she'll probably hold on to it. Let's see, Metalsmith. Where are you, buddy? Metalsmith. So maybe, let's see, you got child and you got two lovers. Let's see. Your mother is the Axe Lord. Ooh, that's really cool. You got a younger brother, Dwarven child, a niece as a planter, niece as a Dwarven child. Doesn't look like you have any children yourself, but I can always see. Oh, you do. You have an only daughter. Ooh, interesting. But they're not currently living here. Maybe we can get them in another migrant wave or not, but yeah, we might put that on display. I've also got the ballista set up down here. What we can do now that it's in, I can change that orientation to be pointing up. And now I want to create fortifications in this wall. So first I got to smooth it out, and then I can change and put fortifications in here afterwards so our dwarves will shoot those arrows right through there. But what I can also do, I can mine this out and I can straight up install fortifications using this, my fortification. That's what I did over here with the hunting dogs, the same thing down here on the cavern level. So we're gonna let this play along. Ooh. An unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. Ooh, this is the first time I've seen this. Must be something new. Let's go all the way down. So I had them digging down here. Okay, so this is where they're at. This is interesting. All right. Well, first things first. Let's stop all this. Let's stop everything over here. So you were digging, and this is where you popped out and saw that. So anything below this, I don't want. I believe I went down to -30. Scroll back up. I don't want this as that ground floor. I want them to. Whoops. Sorry about that. Dig this all the way down to this level. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to build a wall. Just because I do not want anything, because certain flyers can fly into your fortress. So let's find those shale blocks we've been using. So that'll block this off, and we shouldn't have to worry about anything coming into our fortress. This will be the bottom of that. Looks like we got a. It's actually even with this level. I see there's a little spot over here we could possibly come into, dig over here. I might dig over here, and this might be the spot where we, end up breaking into this next cavern level. So it comes down in significant ways. That's pretty cool. I want to see what they mean by a gem-covered magma column. I believe is that what it said? You have discovered an unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. And luckily, this doesn't seem that deep, so we might be able to move a lot of our metal smithing stuff down here. That'll help deal with any kind of fuel sources, but we got plenty of coal right now, lignite, but it is taking them that extra step to create this stuff. There we go. We've got this all set up. What did I want to make? I believe rose gold. I don't think we have smelted any copper yet, because I do think, let's see, electrum using bars, bronze, it's got to be somewhere around here. Rose gold requires copper bars, so let's get them to smelt just some handful of tetrahedrite ores. I believe that is one of the copper containing ores. I think it might be copper and lead. I'm not positive on that second one. Maybe I want to see what the cassiterite ores create, but that is really cool that we've broken into that next cavern level. Significantly deeper though. It is at negative 14 is the top of it. So I'll do, you know what? I want you to dig this way. And then I want you to dig this way. Then I'm going to create some stairs over here. And because we're not in a crazy rush to break into here, I will first set up that bridge, or our little bridge area. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it come down this way first. And then it'll circle back around to that left side, just because I don't want them quickly be able to come up here. I will set probably another bridge up here just in case they somehow make it past my initial little turnaround. Make this 3 wide. Put it right there. And we'll do that. And like I said, I do not want to dig into this area quite yet. I'll set up my bridge right here. And hopefully with this new level comes new things we can capture. So right now, there's still only ravens, pawn grabbers. The Kia men, we can't actually train them because they are sentient. And that's fine with us. We will find other things. Let's see. Ooh, native gold. Spinal, maybe. Ooh. Interesting. We'll have to figure out where exactly this magma tube is. Oh, obsidian wall. I believe this might be it over here. So that's really cool. But yep, we'll get this wall being made. Perfect. That's all set up. I did want to double check because I think I saw an animal down in the mines that should actually. Yep, there's a lamb. You should be up here. You should be up here also, Miss Yak Calf. We got stray dogs, stray cats. Nothing else I can see that needs to be put up here. I just want to make sure these guys get up here because I do not want them starving to death. We've had one too many, unfortunately, pass away. Come over here. Ooh, we did need to make a ballista arrow. Well, just to put it in there. We don't need it right now. We still have plenty of ways to go. But the sooner we can get that set up, the better. For now, I'll just make a wooden ballista arrow. We can make some of this other stuff, maybe an iron one later down or some copper. But just a simple wooden ballista arrow should be enough. And maybe once we get into some more fights and we start getting huger waves, then we'll actually build up a supply. And we'll create a small little stockpile right here to house those ballista arrows. And I'm also gonna create maybe a door right here. We can always change this later, because if this is too close to the dwarves over here, that may not be good. But if I can get them to at least shoot this down here, because this is a nice, huge, long passage that hopefully they'll get better and they'll be able to shoot that in such a long passage. They're going to hit something. But there we go. We got that all set up. I did want to just maybe make a bridge across here because I'm not sure why we haven't got any wagons lately. Maybe it's the fact that they need a bridge to go across this small river, so I'll just make a wooden little kind of floor path. It won't hinder the water. I'm not worried about that. But we will let that continue to play out. Hopefully our dwarves get out there, do that real quick, and get back into the fortress and avoid puking because they are all pretty much cave adapted at this point. There they are, my workforce. Usually when it comes to constructing, they'll all go do that immediately. Ooh, one of the things I need to do so I don't have to keep scrolling is I'll come down here to this level and I will set up another hotkey for this fortress. So this will be cavern 2. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but this is the second cavern and it should center right here for us. So whenever I hit F8, there we go. We got some new migrant dwarves. That's really cool. Metal crafter, that's more than welcome. I'm fine with more metal dwarves. We got an organizer, novice spinner, stone carver. Nothing special about you. You know what you can do? What is your name? Muthcat Analanid, the administrator. You're gonna join my army. You're gonna be one of the more militarized kind of dwarves. So you're an administrator. Let's come down here. Yep. There you go. Ooh, a mechanic. That's really good. Set that up right off the bat. That's good for me. Paper maker. Ooh, that is one of the things we are working on getting set up. That's another thing I did in between episodes. I got, well, at least queued up this cairn, and now I can mash plants in the slurry. So what that means is they're going to actually mash that rope reed and start making some slurry. And from there, using the screw press, I can make right here, press plant slurry into paper sheets. So we'll be able to start working on our paper industry. And that will probably end up building into our last kind of area. Might have it, let's see. I still like it kind of up on this level where everyone's at. And I'll probably have it, yeah, right over here. It'll be a nice little room. And I will, let's see. For now, I'll do that. I actually want it to be kind of a multi-roomed area. This is what we're going to have as our, what is it? Our library. I don't know why that word kept escaping me, but have a couple corridors through. Let's do little walkways in between. And I don't need to make this quite yet, so I won't actually designate to be dug. There we go. We got that going along. As you can see also, I did set up another military squad. This is the Swords of Farming. So I got all my farmers and I put them in a squad just so that they can also get that little bit of training. I did not set up a barracks for them. I could just use one of these other ones, which I might. But let's just put them in their own room. This will be a spot where you train. I have them training so that they're late, very late winter, so it shouldn't disrupt any of our kind of farming stuff. As far as like the pigtails over here or the cave wheat. I did want to get some more threshers set up to process more plants. So maybe hope that we got a couple more. We got 4 of these guys. My farmer right there, but between like the hammered Lord and the Swordmaster, they're really not doing anything. Spearmaster, these three are always in constant training, so they're really not much of a help for that. Let's see what we got. We got that new recruit, engraver, peasant. Ooh, you know what, peasant? You are gonna become a new spinner or a thresher. So you're constantly processing plants. See, sparse under lichen. I think this is because we've busted down into that next cavern layer. Yep, dense under lichen. So our fortress up here is starting to get that kind of spread of those spores into our fortress, creating new, cool looking ground. And let's just take a quick look at these guys. Peasant, trapper, paper maker, engraver. I will do this. Where are you? Yep, legendary engraver. Oh, that is. Oh yeah, you're just gonna be yes. Oh ho ho. That makes me so much more apt to start engraving some of this stuff, because that means that we will get some legendary some masterpiece engraving. So we'll start off with our dining area. What I also want to do is maybe kind of smooth out maybe some of these. Hmm, I might want to dig this out so that we don't have the magnetite, and we actually get something else in there, and then we can carve artwork on that, because this is ore, and I might want to use this ore later. So I'll hold off on that. Let's find spots where it doesn't have any of that. Shale. This might be a nice little corner. We'll start off over here. We'll get them to start smoothing this stuff out, increasing the value of some of our dwarves' little rooms. What I also forgot to do is, in between episodes, I need to queue up. There we go. Some more cabinets to be made, because I've completely run out of cabinets. I do want to give each dwarf their own little cabinet for all their rooms. So I will also set that up in my work order. Rock cabinets. There we go. We want let's get 50 of them. That should be good. And we'll let our dwarves continue getting work. Good, and they're coming up here to smooth that out. Let's check on our miners. They're working on this over here, which is really good. That way we can start working on getting that bridge set up and then getting it locked into place. Creepy crawlies down here, I believe. Those are just little animals. They're not actually going to attack our dwarves or anything. Whoop. Let's pause that. Let's cancel some of this. And it looks like I need to build some walls. Let's get some walls over here. Just start getting it so that nothing can pop into our fortress. I'll just create this straight line. And I guess we just won't go that far. And we'll dig this up into here. There we go. We've discovered a whole new expanse over here. But I believe from where we are on this level, yeah, you can see this kind of wanders around down here. It is very close to the edge. I'd much rather normally like to bust in kind of closer to the center, but looks like we're kind of more waterlocked, and I don't have really good vision over here. I could also kind of get it so that we bust down into this lower part, but that's fine. Ooh, what is this little pocket right here? Bunch of emerald, obsidian. Oh, that might be where I can get some magma also. Let's see, we've got some grown things. This is all the stuff we just discovered when we saw more of this area. We're engraving masterpieces. That is our legendary engraver going to work. And he is just working so hard on this. We got engraved floor with exceptionally designed image of an elf And looks like their forest and the rock. Ooh, they're striking down this. So it looks like the rock is striking down this elf. Read a little bit more and you can see that. Hopefully, we can get a rock to come attack us because that is also one of those things that once we capture it, we can train it. So if we can get some pet rocks, maybe a male and female, whoo, maybe get some little pet, like I said, pet rocks, some children from them, baby rocks, do some training on them. That'll be really cool. But for now, we're just got some ravens, nothing special. Did want to also go down here, and maybe I haven't done it already. I thought I did. But let's make a couple of bone crossbows. I like bone crossbows a little bit more, and maybe our hunter will actually go and do some hunting of those ravens. So we will let him continue doing work. Everything continue. Come back down here to this. They have those walls put in. Perfect. And we got that set up. So we're going to actually create that bridge now. Yep. Maybe a little bit longer than that. The only reason I want it a little bit longer is say they kind of walked in a little bit. It gives us that opportunity so that when this does close, that it closes and it flings them this direction in case something does kind of bust in a little bit. So our guy is working great, creating more masterpieces. We are creating more masterpiece earrings and crafts, so that's increasing the value of our fortress significantly. So that is really good. And one thing we might get into, maybe not right now because we don't have any worrisome dwarves, but we can also set up what to be our justice system. So we can get a sheriff and get him set up. But for now, we should be good. We got a piece of written content. It looks like he's carrying it. But this is why I want to set up that paper maker, create a library, and then maybe our dwarves can start writing their own stuff. Just that kind of cool aspect about this. Looks like these guys are over here just eating grass, and it's starting to kind of diminish the amount of space. I might want to extend this a little bit, give our animals a little bit more space to kind of eat so that they don't run out of food, because if they eat all this stuff and it all turns into clay or whatever and doesn't grow back in time, well, then our animals will start starving. So I want to make sure we maybe start getting that planned out. And I might actually go further to the left over here. Let's go good ways this direction. VNL. And we'll build it right off of that edge right there. That looks just about right, and even if I'm wrong, I can always pull it from the right and correct it there. There's our shield blocks. Our dwarf over here is continually making more shield blocks, although they are busting out some doors in between. And I do want to set up these trees to be cut down because I don't need really trees right here. I do want to create more floors on top of this, but that's why I want to cut down these trees first because they can be kind of an annoyance. Let's check this. Yeah, there's no honeybees in here. Normally they'd say live bees, but I was really hoping. But that is perfectly fine. We got plenty of drink now. That's really good. Plenty of barrels still. We might be able to tell them, hey, we don't need this anymore, but for now, that's fine. Let's come back up here to our kind of area. We got that soap maker's workshop. So we got the lye, we got everything. We should start making, yep, soap from tallow. Perfect. Hopefully a dwarf, yep, comes over here. I don't think we have any dwarves that are proficient in soap making, but we can see if we do. Soap maker. I believe it is, yep, under the farming category. Oh, we do have an adequate soap maker, and this guy, he's a planter. Oh yeah, you'd be perfect. You'd be planting and making soap. They just need to make this new clothiers shop. Oh, we got this peasant. Oh, I did want to see. Let's. You don't have any combat skills. No other skills. You're a novice swimmer. Oh, perfect. You can actually, yeah. As far as the labor goes, I want you to do threshing and maybe some clothing. This guy's our main clothier, but he's also kind of needs some help, I would say. That way we can kind of bust out all these shoes and socks because we're going to start needing a bit more of a clothing industry here soon. Now that we're getting more and more dwarves. I did not check and get everyone's all set up. The paper maker, we'll get them set up. I think I saw the engraver. I was just like, oh yes. But this trapper, let's see what that person is. Let's see what kind of skills that you have. High Master Trapper. Nothing else is pretty special. I really don't need the Trapper right now. So you know what? You can also be a Thresher. Or you can also be a Clothier. That's what I need on more. And then we got a couple more to check out. Paper Maker, I'll get him set up here in a little bit. We got this wrestler, and in between wrestling, you know what you can do? You can thresh. That's fine with me. Scroll down to that guy. There we go. Give you that task. So whenever you're not training, you're threshing. A couple of trainers set up. Hopefully we can, like I said, start capturing some wild animals and start training them. But we haven't had that opportunity. Ooh, our dwarves are coming outside and getting sick. Not the end of the world, but hopefully they'll get over it. Oh, they better get over it. Once we dig that down, that should be good. Herbalist, you're gathering plants. Euphoric, relieved after remember being rescued. Did you get sick when you went outside? You better not if you're an herbalist. You need to make sure you're accustomed to going outside. Maybe it's because it's the springtime and you're coming out now. That's fine. But it looks like a lot of positive stuff going for him. So hopefully he's pretty happy with me. You're also one of the swords of farming. As you can see here, they got that going. Looks like we're early spring. That means we should have a dwarven caravan coming here pretty soon. So that is going to be really helpful. We got this set up, so maybe this might make it so we can get those wagons coming in. I don't know if the forest is too dense. It shouldn't be too dense. They should be able to walk through. I don't know if that was causing us for not to get those wagons, but let's also set up. You know what? You guys can come over here and also herbalize and collect all these herbs all around here. All the ones up here also. Get our herbalists to make sure that they're accustomed to being outside. Ooh, we got a guild of steel, so we got a stoneworker guild. Interesting. That's a cool name, the Guild of Steel. Our dwarves over here dropping off more finished goods. Good, they're hauling more stuff, or maybe they're taking more stuff. Either way, they're yep, store owned item. That's perfectly fine. They can take more crafts, make sure our dwarves get happy, be happy doing that. We got some mashed stuff into slurry. And good. I did designate this over here to be dug out. And this is where we're going to have those archers be able to set up and shoot into this area. And I did need to dig it out so that we have the ability to set up fortifications down here. So I'll draw a straight line across. Let's get those fortifications set up. Shale blocks. That's what I'm looking for. And capital F for that. A lot more shale blocks, and we'll just continue until they're done mining this out. This guy's kind of a very slow miner. I'm not sure why. You're a legendary miner, so. Self-pity after leading an unexciting life. I don't know what you're talking about. Snatchers. Oh, good. We've captured one. This guy's going to try to walk into our fortress. You know what? We're going to get these warriors onto them. We don't want these guys here. Snatchers beware. We're coming for you. Bum 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 bum. Ah, wanna watch. Okay. Let's check this out. Let's zoom in. Oh, that one's already been captured. Let's get this one. Ooh, that was very quick. Let's see what we got as far as the fighting happened. That was a really clean fight. Spearmaster comes in and bashes the goblin thief in the upper leg with the shaft of his iron spear, fracturing the bone. Ooh, so quickly. Then he stabs the goblin thief in the head with his spear, tearing the muscle and fracturing the skull. The skull's been torn. Ooh, he's still alive. Ooh, then he bends the neck, tearing apart the fat, bruising the muscle and bruising the upper spine's nervous tissue. Oh, wow, that goblin thief really took a beating. Then to finish him off, he stabs him in the head again with his iron spear. The injured part is cloven asunder. The artery has been opened by the attack. A tendon in the skull has been torn. That was very fast and very swift. Good job, dwarves, there. So, with that last dwarf, I will, you know what, undo that because you have been captured. So he'll just go into here. We'll undesignate this so we can grab that. We got the other one captured over here, so that was really good. And I know they did walk right down the center, but that is perfectly fine because I need that space for our caravans. We could also always create like a little side spot, and I really don't want that. I want this main hallway and simple things like that. That is no problem to me. Oh, another snatcher. Let's see. Are you? Yeah, you better run away. You know what happened to your buddy? Another one. Oh, guys. This ain't good for you. Owen captured right there. I might create a spot out here and put a dog just to be able to see. And you know what? This is probably the perfect spot right here because our doors don't really come up here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a wall over here, and we'll make use of this kind of area we've already right here. This kind of area we've already made up here. And what I'll do, I'll put a dog somewhere, maybe right here, or I might probably extend this out so that he's got a bigger view of everything like that. So we can see those things come out much quicker. It's kind of like what we did with our dog down here. And like I said, I want to get, why am I missing on where are these? You should have the shale block somewhere up here. Oh, maybe they're further distance because they have to walk all the way around, but there we go. This is, yep, that's all set right there. Our dwarves should take that and put it over here into our refuse pile. What we can do also is we could always create a long kind of like drop from multiple Z levels into just like a little spot where we have a bridge set up to kind of what we call them atom smashers, and have it so that that bridge, you close the bridge and everything under it is obliterated. So that way, as soon as they drop those bodies down where they are, then they don't get this debuff of seeing an undead body. So get out of there, Mr. Jeweler. I don't know what you're doing. Well, we got some more fortifications to set up over here. Get that all set up. There we go. Hopefully they've hauled that body out. Good, we got all our gloves and mittens from them too. And with that, I'll get rid of this cage trap because, like I said, I want to extend this out a little bit. So let's get rid of that. And we will set up a piece of construction, stairs, and it's to go up here. I know I had the ones on the other side, got rid of it, but that's fine. I create the stairs over here, and I might just leave them there because never have to worry about that. E and L, create, whoops, B and capital F for the fortification is what I'm looking for. B and capital F, get this all kind of set up. And one of the things we do have to worry about if we do get attacked is enemies can shoot into here and hurt our dog, but we will have this open up. We will have a door right there. So as soon as they spot something or if we get siege, I'll just open that door or take them out of that zone. So the dog should get out of there and we won't have to worry about them getting hurt because I don't want my dogs dying. That's why oh, Mr. Dwarf, why would you chill in there? Let's get that deconstructed. We got this up here set up so we can create those flooring on top of that. And we got that going. Perfect. And oh, you happen to be built in that same amount of time. Let's see. It's going to extend out from there. So I'm going to build the floors right here. Let's see. We need 169. We've got 187. We will need more blocks to be able to fully extend this out. And let's create these walls. Oh, our caravan has arrived. Perfect. Oh, I needed 17 and I had 18. Let's only go to that spot then. Or I needed 18, I only had 17. There we go. Once we get more blocks, we will set up this top part and finish closing this. And when we do, we'll also unconstruct all of this. We will give them more space, dig this spot out, and that should allow us to get that all set up over here. Oh, a NAGA caravan. This is one of those modded races I've got in here in NAGA. I've never experienced them before. This is my first playthrough with them. So this will be very interesting. I wonder what kind of stuff they have to trade. Hopefully it's some unique animals or whatnot. So this is very exciting. Dark NAGA pits. I'm hoping some of these not dwarves, but some of these rat folk or some of the, where's the goblins? I know I had goblins somewhere around here. I'm not sure where exactly they were. Maybe we expelled them out of here. Maybe some of the rat folk might come and attack us. Or if I have to, I'll go attack them. Bunch of Dark NAGA pits. Goblin forest. Oh, it looks like the goblins have taken one of the elven forest retreats. But we'll get into that later. So the NAGA caravan, I want some stuff up here immediately. Let's see what we can get. Looks like our guys have kind of left a couple things up here. So let's just select this stuff that we already have here. Should be 0 distance. Maybe we only left, we left at least 2 different items up here. So that's fine. We'll come over here. More finished goods. That one I don't want to grab because I'm fairly certain that's the one that has our artifact in it. And what I will do with that artifact is I need to put it on display somewhere. The one thing with that is we can possibly get it stolen. So some of this stuff that we got over here, once we get kind of more visitors, they have a chance of stealing our items. I don't know why I keep going through everything, but a couple of these, this, they have that chance of getting stolen. Right now, I'm okay with taking that chance. We've only got some humans here that are all actually living with us. Ooh, Naga Bowman, forearmed Nagi merchant. Let's see, where are those? Are they now citizens? Yeah, they're considered citizens. Yeah, the human pikemen, human bowman. These guys are all human swordsmen, the Lord consort. They're all actually my citizens. So we'll get that set up. Let's see, they stopped brewing plants because we ran out of barrels. That's fine. We got more than enough drinks, so I'll let them drink through this. We got some mugs already that our dwarves are using. Lonely after being away from friends and family. But once we get more dwarves and these tasks kind of start petering out as much of what we need, they'll have more time to socialize. To queue up some more tables to be made out of shale so we can get this next row of little tables in over here. There we go. Did want to make sure I keep an eye over here because I do want to get this stuff traded. We got a bunch of leather that we brought down into our leather area. Maybe we've run out of bins. Yeah, it looks like we've definitely run out of bins. We need more of those. So we'll make a crap ton. Wooden bins. Yeah, let's do like, I don't know, 50 or something like that. That should be good. That should be very good. Because, yeah, we got plenty more that we need. Struck gypsum. Ooh, let's see if this has been built. Perfect, that's been built. I believe we have these levers already here. And there's no link to anything. So the top one will be that very first one, kind of like the other one over here, where this is set up to be that very, the first one, the one closest to everything. I'm still struggling with remembering my hotkeys, but we'll get that linked up. As soon as that's linked up, I'm kind of happy to be able to break into here. And we'll get this next bridge also set up to close that way. We'll get a nice big bridge right there. We'll make this one out of, oh, we're out of shale blocks. That's fine. We'll wait until we get more shale blocks before doing this. But I'll be comfortable with breaking into here and setting up some traps. That way we can get some traps down here and hopefully capture some animals. Looks like they're here already and unloading their stuff, so that's really cool. We got, yep, goblin thieves, knoll thieves, sacred shell. That's a unique name. Yeah, you haven't had any kills. Oh, pretty cool. Hateful after being confined, grouchy when caught in the rain. Boo hoo, you try to take our children. You're gonna eventually face the death penalty. Let's see if we can get the broker over here now that it looks like we've got everything set up there. We've also got another caravan. Well, what I'll have to do is maybe set up another depot. I've never come across this. I didn't know you could have two different groups arrive. So we'll get that moving along. Where's our minor dwarves? They gotta be doing something. You're over here digging. No, I want you, yes, up here digging. Trade at depot. Perfect. Let's see what you got. You got meats, fishes, seeds, plants, leaves, and fruit. I'll probably grab the strawberries so we can more leaves and fruits, cheeses. So you're just kind of more of a food caravan. So I'm fine with that. That's 900 right there. That's a decent amount right there. And we don't need the bloated tubers. We got that all good. We'll trade this. We'll make sure you're nice and good and happy. Reason this actually, you can see right here, offer as gift is green, but as soon as there's this item that you can see it's not yellow, that means that it's not something we crafted, so we can actually offer them as a gift because, well, it's not something we actually crafted. So it's a unique little feature in here, but we're not trying to look to sell or give them any gifts right now. They really don't have anything interesting. It's just kind of food. But it's really cool getting a new trader, so that should give us a nice good trade right there. Our dwarves should hopefully come down here, start mining. Hopefully we can get that second depot up. Like I said, I've never experienced this before, so this is a new one for me with that new mod. Good, we got floors being put in, walls being put in, so we can expand out our animal area over here. I guess they're unloading, and we'll create that second depot just in case. I'm not quite sure what exactly it entails, how I can do this trade with these other dwarves while we have the Naga here. Diplomacy, welcome, much to share. So I'll go over that once we open this world screen as soon as we're done talking with them. And we'll get some bobcat leather. We'll call that good. I really don't need anything else, honestly. Maybe we'll get some kiwi leather too. We're pretty good on most everything else. We've got yarn all set up now with the what is it, the llamas. We will get that yarn. We've got silk from the cave spiders. We might just play it safe. I might want to ask for some cloth silk. Maybe I can't ask for that. Oh, right there, cloth silk. Just some. Well, they probably should have some with this caravan, anyways. I'm not too worried about that actually. We've got most everything else. Digging points. We want to craft our own armor because then it actually has those little modifiers on it. Pets. We can get new pets, but these are all just basic ones we could have started off with, and I'm not too worried about that. I might actually request a male and female llama just so we can make sure we have that yarn industry. I know we've already got. I think it's a female llama. We'll hold off. We don't really need it right now, but we've got pretty much everything else. We've already set ourselves up really well. So I just kind of want more of those unique leathers, honestly. I mean, these guys, they're not really bringing anything that we need. Maybe we'll get some cave wheat seeds so we can plant some more cave wheats for some more beer. But that's pretty much it. Sure, done. So you want fish? We don't have any fish. We don't really plan on having any fish anytime soon. So like I said, as soon as we're done with this, I want to look at this screen over here. Let's see, news and rumors. You can see right here. So we had the Dwarven in the early spring. The army of this marched on Mind Labored. Over here in the midsummer, the army of Astruck Bolt's Menaces marched on Ring Vines. In the mid-spring of 102, that person became mayor of the Pass Dagger and replaced this other gentleman. It looks like those are the only two kind of unique things that happened that came into here. So let's see. So it looks like they attacked here, and it was the Dark Goblin Pits up here. Ooh. Well, if we need to, we can send our dwarves up there, but I'd rather possibly get into a war with some of these other things closer to home, I would say. That way our dwarves don't have to walk such a far distance. But we might if we want to help defend our civilization over here. And if they try to find labor, yeah, we got 300 right there, 100 right there, 60. Where did they attack again? They attacked that small 60. You're coming from here. We're currently, I guess, at peace with them, but they're coming out and they're attacking. Oh, we should be good. We're not worried about them right now. Started raining. Well, it sucks that you guys are out here. Let's see what we can do for trading now. Oh, we can. Oh, okay. Good. Now, I want to trade with you guys. Let's get all these things traded up. Get more of these. More jaguar leather. Maybe we can get some use up with that. Grizzly leather. We got plenty of money to work with. If we need to, we can always trade and request more different items. Leopard leather. More of this. Maybe we can go down and find that eagle leather. Maybe they have some of that. I don't know if I requested that. You know what? I'll just grab the. I'm being a little bit frugal right now. Eagle leather. That's what I'm talking about. I'll just grab the whole bin. It's only 10 extra, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I'll just start grabbing bins now. That's a significant amount of money right there. You know what? I'll give you the bin right there. Let's see, nothing super unique about this. Yeah. You can have that bin. Just because I think we might be at a better case if you go through here and select all these. Let's unselect this. I want that tracker, so about 246, 260. That includes the bin. That's fine. This kind of little symbol right here means it's about that much. So before I do that, it's 260 because this might be a very expensive trade. I want to make sure I get the most amount of value I can. So it might be a little bit tedious going through here and selecting every single one, but we might end up being in the positive from doing that. So it said about 1500. It is actually slightly more than 1500. So, well, including the bin, that's fine. But we might have to decide, hey, we don't want all that leather, but we want to see if what we have we can trade. And you can see we're only halfway through all our items, and we should be pretty close to making them have a little profit. So right now they're in that loss. You can see over here. But after this trade, I think this should be pretty much the end of this episode. I don't want to drag it on too long. I'm not quite sure where we're at, but I feel like it's been a nice length video, and we got broken into that second cavern level. We got the Naga. We got some snatchers trying to take some more children, but quickly dealt with them because of our easy setup with our military dwarves being right there close to the entrance to kind of bust out and take them out just in case. I want that to be green on the left, so ooh, we're getting down to that last little bit. And we'll come through here. We probably don't need, I don't know. I like the grizzly bear idea. Maybe not some jaguar leather up here. Yeah, let's scroll down. I did want to, like I said before, let's grab that eagle leather. Let's see. You didn't bring any cloth for me. Oh, buddy. That's fine. Scroll all the way up. We're still running on some fish from the humans, and And the humans come and trade in the summer. We'll get some more for that. Let's grab some more here, here, and let's get rid of, I don't know, that. And we'll just trade individual ones until we get exactly, right there. Perfect. You should be happy. I'm happy. Now y'all can get out of my place. So that means we don't need this. I'll just leave this extra area here. I don't mind. Our dwarves should be getting up here knocking this stuff out. They got some puke over here. Not too worried about that. Let's see if they've linked up this lever. It looks like they have. But that should be the end of it. At the start of next episode, we will bust into this second cavern layer officially and kind of explore it a little bit. This gives us more chances of actually being attacked by forgotten beasts. And if I have to, yeah, I might close off some of this stuff over here. Whoops. Yeah, sure, you can stay here, bud. I might close off this or and kind of create my own little staircase down to here. That way, if anything comes through here, they're not right into our fortress, and we can give our dwarves that are possibly further into the kind of area over here more time to escape into our fortress over here. And it looks like also, oh, we do have like a little bridge coming over here, so that'll be interesting to explore. But I thank you guys for joining me. If you've stayed this long, please hit that like button. Comment if you got any questions about this. I'm more than willing to try to help out or figure them out for you. But thank you once again, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye now.